Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games.
Sorry about that. That's the computer playing the preview with its delay. Welcome to Game Club for Wednesday the 1st of November. I'm Michael and I'm going to be doing this every week where we're going to play games live. At least that's the plan. And I am sorry about the slight delay. I had trouble getting the stream to start, but we did manage it. And today we're going to be playing Wordsy, which I may end up playing all on my own if no one joins, which there doesn't seem to be anyone on yet. I'm not seeing any action on the chat. Let me take a look at the analytics, if I can remember where they are. Where are the analytics? Aha, analytics, there we go. Right, yeah. So at the moment, we have 2 viewers. So let's see. Oh, you have got a hi on the chat. Hi Tony, thanks for joining us. We're just going to give it a couple minutes just to wait for anyone else to join who wants to play Wordsy with us. And while we're waiting, I just want to kind of say thanks for being here and playing with me. The idea is going to do this every week, playing different games that we can play across the internet, via the chat, via video feed, as a kind of cooperative thing, potentially, or competitive. And it might involve some variant play, it might be the rules as normal. So Wordsy is a word game that we're going to be playing today. So far we've just got Tony on, but I'm glad to have you here, Tony. I'll be happy to just play on my own or play with you. I really enjoy this game. We have got some people viewing. If you don't want to get involved in the chat, if you don't want to kind of play in that way, if you just want to be watching the game or playing along at home but not kind of putting yourself out there on the chat, don't feel you have to. It's fine for you to just sit and watch. So what I'm going to do is just go through the rules now. We've given it a few minutes for people to join. So let's see, that's this scene. So here we have the cards laid out. And the way this game works is you can use any of these letters. So you can use any other letters as well, but these are the ones that are going to score you. So I could do day, for instance, and there's no A here, but that's not a problem. And I would score the D and the Y. Now, if I did, say, daddy, which would use all the same letters, I wouldn't score the D and the Y multiple times. You can only score each card once. But you will notice we have 2 R's out here. So the way this can work, if I did a word with 2 R's in, the first R would score that, the second R would score that, which is worth less points. So the points they're worth is the column they're in. Some letters, such as this Y here, have bonus points on them, which you'll add to your score. Now, normally when playing Wordsy, you would have a timer, and the first person to come up with a word would flip the sand timer, and then everyone else has until the sand timer runs out to get a word, which is 30 seconds. But we're going to do things a bit differently, because what we're going to do is, once all the cards have been revealed like this, we're then going to click to show this, and we're going to have a clock counting down. So we're still going to have, though, a fastest player, but we're going to have a total time of 1 minute to come up with our scoring answers. Now, when you put an answer into the chat window, whoever's first in the chat window with an answer, they'll count as the fastest player. Now, the reason that the fastest player is important comes down to the way this game scores. So you'll have just a note of paper. You don't need this score track. Your word, then how many points that word's for. Then, if you were faster, if your word, scores more than the person who was fastest, you'll get a point bonus depending on the round. And there's going to be 7 rounds. If you were the fastest and your word scores more than 3 or more other players, then you'll get the second column bonus. So if you need to know a bonus at any point, just ask me on the chat, and I'll probably say, okay, so this person's getting this bonus, etc. when we're going through that anyway. And that will be your score. Then at the end of the game, we'll ignore our 2 lowest scoring words, but you still get any bonuses you got for it, and then add up scores. And we could have penalties for challenging words, etc. But I think we're going to keep it a bit lighter, a bit friendlier, and a bit simpler with regards to the fact that we are doing this over the internet. So I'm just going to take a gander back at the chat, and let's see. Oh, we've got someone else on. So Tamar, welcome from Australia. Wow, isn't it like midnight there? Oh God, you're up late. Can you use any vowels? You can use any letters, not just any vowels. So it can be consonants that are consonants. Sorry, I really struggle with that word. That are not on the. Oh, only 8 p.m. in Australia. Okay. I thought it was a bigger difference than that, but still, that's pretty cool. Thanks for joining us. Nice evening game. Yeah, so you can use any letter. You can use any vowel, but also any consonant. So I could do, say, xenomorph, but it might not score much because the letters aren't there. You're only scoring based on the letters that are there. So we're about 5 minutes in now. If anyone has any questions on the rules or how we're going to play, if you've missed me going through that, do let me know on the chat. I think at the moment we've got 4 viewers. I'm not sure if I count as one of those. I probably do. So we've got Tony, Tamar on as well. If either of you guys are confused, do let me know. If there's anyone else who is out there and is going to be playing along, then feel free to just play along without being on the chat. Feel free to join in on the chat. The way it's going to work is people are going to be scoring and comparing their kind of scores based on the answers they put into the chat. So this is a homebrew variant for internet play of Wordsy, and I hope Jill Hover won't mind because he's a lovely guy. So I actually met him at the UK Games Expo, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I think we're probably enough into time now that we should just go along with it. Oh, we've got Chip Talk on, which is Justin, if I remember correctly. So annoyingly, I can't actually see all the chat. Hold on, change window. I won't be playing, just wanted to say hi. It's like 8 AM where I am. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for joining along and saying hi. You can always just kind of listen to it and stuff. I understand 8 AM, it's a bit awkward. I kind of figured it would work maybe as breakfast gaming for the US, evening gaming for like Asia and Australia, that sort of area, and afternoon lunch gaming for here in the UK. That's kind of why I've picked the time, and it will be every week, different games, so some weeks you might not be interested in the game, some weeks you might. And yeah, so I think at that, we're gonna begin our first round. So let's start by just taking a look at the table. So we've got kind of a grid here, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to completely reset this so that no one's had extra time looking at these letters, and we're going to put out new letters. And what I'm going to do is I'll start the clock as soon as all the letters are revealed. That's going to be how this is going to work. So, we've got 2 bonuses out, so we can't have any more bonuses or any more ends, so that gets ignored, and that gets ignored. We're going to go through them quickly at this rate. That one we can have, and then will this be the final one? It is. So 1 minute to come up with your words, put them in the chat, and then we'll see whoever gets the first word in the chat will have the fastest word. Oh, I'm really struggling. These letters are horrible. Yeah, so there's probably some words there, but my mind has gone completely blank on this. So hopefully you're doing a lot better than I am doing. So we've got like 20 seconds left now. Oh, God. 5 seconds. I really need to come up with a word. Okay. So, finish typing your words. I'm not very happily with mine, but maybe it'll do okay. And let's take a look at the chat here. So, you only get to score one word, guys, so keep that in mind, and you're only going to be the fastest with your first word. So, I think who's done multiple? We've got David's done multiple, Tony's done multiple. I think everyone's done multiple. So everyone, now pick which of those words that you've done you actually want to be the word that's going to count. And then we'll look at, in the actual chat of when they were done, who was the fastest. So we've got David. Welcome, David. I haven't said hello yet. So David, if you could put your chosen answer that you're going to score, that would be cool. Same for Tony. Erskine, I hope I'm pronouncing that well as well. Hello, welcome. And can you do the same? And Tama, I think Tama needs to as well. Yeah. So David's gone for Squibs. Squibs was his first one, so he'll be the fastest. So we've got our fastest was David. So while we're waiting for other people to put their words in, let's take a look at David's scored. So we've got S, Q, and B. So David's score, so this is going to be the one to beat for bonus scores. We've got 2, 6, 11, 13. 13 for David's. So let's see who else has come back to us. Tony. Tony's got sneakers. So let's take a look at sneakers. So we've got S and I think that's it. SNK is the only ones used. So we've got 2, 5, 8, 9 for Tony. So David's beating Tony at the moment on that. Tama, we've got brides. So we've got B, D, and the S. So that's 5, 9, 11, which is equal to David's. So Tony, you would have got the bonus 1 point, by the way, for this, which doesn't add on to your word score. It's separate if you want to make note of that somewhere, because you did beat David. Unfortunately, Tama, you won't have for yours. And then who else we got? Erskine, keeping quickenings. So it's a fantastic word. Q, N, K, N, and S again. So we got 4, 6, 9, 10, 13, 15, 17. Oh, sorry, David's score was 13. I'll have another look and double check that. I might have forgotten. Sorry, David. I've forgotten what I just said about skin as well. So what we got? 6, 10, 13, 17 for Erskine. So Erskine will definitely get the bonus 1 point. Squibs was David's, wasn't it? So we've got S, Q, and B. So 2, 11, yeah, 13, you're right, David. Sorry. So that means that Tony didn't get the bonus points. My word was bubbling. So we've got B, B, and N. So 13 for me. So equal to David's. So David has done pretty well, because that means David has done equal to or better than 3 other players. So in this first round here, David, you're going to be getting the bonus 2 points. And that's then that round. So what's going to happen now is we're going to shift these 4 away. We're going to slide these down. And then we're going to reveal 4 more and go into the next time limit, 1 minute. Remember, first answer in the chat is going to be your quickest answer. If you want to do multiple in the chat, you can feel free to, but keep in mind, I think the way we should do this is only your first answer in the chat is going to count. So think about what you want to do. Don't just put them all down in the chat. Think about... Yeah, it had to be the countdown music, Erskine. I think I'll probably get in a lot of trouble for using it, but I did find it as a free download, so maybe I won't. Hi Fuzzy Bear, hi, thanks for joining us. You've missed the first round, but because you ignore 2 scores, if you want to join in for the rest of it, feel free. The way it's going to work is there is going to be a 60-minute timer that you have in order to come up with your word. You can use any letters you want, not just those shown, but you're only going to score for those shown. And each card can only be scored once. So here you can use 2 Bs, but you're only going to score them each once. And if you used 1 B, it doesn't score both the cards. Each letter can only score 1 card. And once you've got your answer that you're happy with, that is the best answer, put it down in the chat. Your first answer is going to be the one that counts. Whoever had the first answer first is going to count as our quickest player. And it's worth noting, David, you can't be the quickest player anymore because you were last time. So that means you can't get those bonus points. So you might as well take as much time as you can and be right at the end there on yours. Okay, so let's get our new cards out. We've got P, M, okay, and G. So what are we going to come up with from this? Wow, I'm struggling again. I think the double B's and the Q make it particularly hard, I think. Ooh. Okay, I've got mine. Let's take a look at the chat. So I'm not going to be first. I won't worry about that chat. And that's our time. So let's see. Who was the fastest? Tony was the fastest with poking. So let's take a look at his score. We've got P, K, and G. I think that's, yep, that's right. So this is a pretty good score because that's 11-15 for Tony. So 15 is the one to beat currently. And I'm just going to put that into the chat so that I have a record of it. So I don't do like I did last time and forget people's score. So then next up we had Erskine with Gambled. Okay, so that's the G, M, a B and a D. So that'll be 5, 9, 12, 14. So not as good as Tony's, unfortunately. Then what else we got? David has Keeping. Oh, I think that's a good one. So we've got K, P, and G. Okay, so that's 15 again. So equal to Tony. So you're not going to get a bonus. You needed to beat Tony to get the bonus point. And Tama has grumbled. Okay. So G, M, B, and D. So 9, 12, 14. So that means that Tony, you're going to get the bonus points because you've scored equal to or more than 2 people. So that's going to be plus 2 points for you at the end scores. Now, I had mispackaged. So that's M, P, K, G, and D. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's 10, 11, 15, 19, 21. Yes, I am more than happy about that. And it means I get a bonus 1 point for beating Tony's answer. So, let's take a look at the next one, shall we? So if we get rid of these here. Oh, I don't know. Have we had anyone who didn't give an answer? Oh, Fuzzy Bear, you didn't give an answer. Did you want to give an answer? Or you're perfectly welcome to just play along at home, giving your answer, seeing what your score is without being involved on the chat. That is perfectly okay by me. Fuzzy Bear's just watching. Yeah, no problem. I think it's the sort of thing people can have fun just kind of glancing at, going, oh yeah, I would have gone for that. I mean, people watch Countdown, so why not watch Wordsy? I mean, it's pretty much a similar game, isn't it? So, right, new letters for our third round. Oh, we've got a J, are you kidding me? P, so we're not allowed another P, an R, and another M. And clock should be going. Okay. Right. Oh, this is... This is difficult. Okay, I think I've got a word, so I'm going to go with mine. Oh, and time's up. So I'm definitely not going to be the fastest again. I'm a bit slow at this. So, let's see, what did we have on the chat then? Who was first? Tamaha was first. So, Tamaha had jumping. Oh, nice. So, M, P, and G. So, we've got 5, 9, 13, 15, 18 to beat. Very nice, Tamaha. That's going to be tough for a lot of people, I think. Oh, why is this not working? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to put into the chat what to beat. Andy, you're not too late to join in. If you want to join in, feel free. We're on round 3 at the moment, so you normally ignore 2 of your scoring for words. So just ignore round 1 and 2 counted as 0 for you, and you can join in fine. And I'll happily, include your answer. All it means is it's including it for the purpose of working out the bonus points. And if you've kind of missed the beginning, the way it's going to work is there's 60 seconds, so 1 minute to come up with an answer. Whoever puts their answer in the chat first, and you're only allowed 1 answer in the chat, and that's going to be your one that scores, will be the fastest player for the purpose of comparing scores for these bonus points here. And so yeah, that's how it's going to work. good luck. Okay, so we just did Tamaha had 18 to beat. Adam's just joined us. Welcome, Adam, as well as Andy. So I don't know, Adam, if you just heard me saying how it's going to be working. If you want to just watch, that's fine. If you want to play along, feel free. If you want to just kind of play along and see how you do on words without doing a final score, again, that's fine. So Tamaha had 18 for jumping. Then Andy has rummage. Ooh, nice. So R, M, M, and G. So that's 10, 15. So unfortunately, Andy, you haven't got any bonus points because Tamaha is higher than you. What else we got? David has jerking. J, R, K, and G. So we've got 9, 11, 14, 17, 18 for 18 for David, so that's pretty good. Again, you're not going to get bonus points because that's the same as Tamaha. She did really well. Is it a she or a he? Sorry. I think it's a she name. No, it's a he, isn't it? I think. Oh, I don't know. Then what else have we got? Tony has jumper. Again, nice. Scoring and quick. So what we got? 10, 18, 20. So that is higher. So you'll get a bonus 1 point, Tony, for that. And then what else we got? So that was Tony. Erskine got jerking, which is same as David. So that's 18 points, Erskine. Well done. Unfortunately, equal to Tamaha, so hasn't going to be able... Oh, and Tamaha is a she. Okay. So... Yeah. So, Tamaha, you have equal to or more than 3 other players. So, you're going to get the 2 extra points. You're going to get the bonus 2 points for that. And I suppose I should do mine. So, I've got programming. So, P, R, G, M, and M. I didn't manage to use any of these, though. So that's 10, 14, 17, 19. So I do get the bonus point. Just beat Tamaha. But yeah, obviously the winner that round was Tony's jumper, I believe, wasn't it? Yep, Tony's jumper on 20. So well done. Adam's asking, how do we play with the chat? So the way it's going to work is there's going to be 60 seconds from when all the words for the round... Are you making fun of my accent, Erskine? She's put, oh, you British guys with program. Yeah, so, sorry, Adam. The way it's going to work is the letters get revealed. You come up with a word. You can use any letters. It doesn't need to be the ones that are here, but only the ones that are here are going to score you points. You'll have 60 seconds as a time limit for the round, but the first person to put their answer in the chat will get this, and only your one answer in the chat is going to count for your scoring. Ah, I see. In the US I wouldn't get the other M. Oh, interesting. I didn't realise it was different there. Okay, that's cool. So, let's look at our next round. So we're on to round 4 now. So we should get through the whole game in the hour. I don't think we'll fit in 2, unfortunately, which I kind of hoped we would, but let's see what we got. We've got another G, an L, a Y, and our final one, we have another L. So on we go. Okay. Ooh. Well, I'm sure you're all going to be faster than me again, because I'm looking at this and I'm seeing nothing. Okay, I'll go on. So let's put mine into the chat. I'm going to beat the clock. So oh well, time's out. Okay, so let's take a look at who was our fastest then. Let's see, Erskine was the fastest. So Grumpily. So GRMPLY. So I think that's going to be pretty high scoring. So we've got 10, 11, 15, 18, 20 to beat. Wow, you've made it hard for the rest of us, Erskine. Why will this chat not work? Let's see. There we go. I don't know why it's being really temperamental whenever I try and get it to work. But anyway, so we've got 20 to beat from Erskine with her Grumpily. So what else do we have? We've got Tony with Largely. Oh. Again, really high scoring. Erskine's saying not 27. No, you can only score each card once for each letter. So you wouldn't score both L's, for example, for having one L in your word. You only score the highest point L for your word, Erskine, not all of them. I think that makes sense then. But still, 20 is pretty impressive. Unless, let me double check that. So, G, R, M, P, L, and Y. So we've got 10, 11, 15. Oh, it is more. 15, 18, 21, 23. Yeah, I did have it wrong. It is 23. To beat. So, ouch. That's going to be... Yeah. Oh. Let's update my record keeping. Okay, so... I'm fairly sure I'm not beating that anyway. So we were doing Largely for Tony. So L, G, R, L, and Y. So a really good score. You guys done really well. 10, 11, 15, 19, 22. Just shy of beating Erskine there. Which is a shame, but still 22. That's really good. Then what else we got? Andy has Regally, so R, G, L, L, and Y, which exact same letters as Largely, so that'll be 22 for you as well, Andy. David has Jiggly, so that's like that, which is 23. So again, just not quite enough to beat Erskine. Erskine. I'm really sorry that I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names. So Adam has LARPing. So that'll be L, R, P, and G. So Adam, that's 11, 15, 18, 20. A good score in any other round, but apparently not in this one. So I think that's everyone but me. I had Gladly, which, yeah, I'm really bad at this game. So that's 11, 15, just 19 for me, which means that Erskine beat or equaled everyone's score. So Erskine, you'll get the bonus 3 points this round. So that's good for you. Let's take a look then at our cards for our 5th round. So these 4 go away, these slide down, and we get an M, an X, oh that's nasty, C, and an S. Oh, I think this is about to become 18 rated. Let's keep it family friendly if we can, guys. I hope you guys are going to do better than I am. There's probably some really, really good words there, but I just cannot see them. Okay, let's try and put my answer in the chat here. Up. So last little call for people to get their answers in. So we've got, who haven't we had an answer from? Adam, you got an answer for us? I think, yep, there we go. So, right, I think that's everyone then. So, first again was Erskine, but unfortunately because you had the fastest bonus last time, you won't have it this time. It will be Tama. So, Tama with Mixology is going to be the score to beat. So let's have a look at mixology. So M, X, L, G, and Y. So pretty good. So we've got 8, 10, 14, 17, 19 is the score to beat. So David's saying, Brit spelling strikes again. Yes, I'm not sure how we can kind of make that work universally, work better. So what did I say? 19 was the score to beat, wasn't it? Come on, let me type. There we go. So I will remember 19 to beat. So, and that was for Tamaha's mixology. We had from Erskine excelling. Okay, so X, C, L, L, and G, I think. So that's pretty good. So we've got 5, 9, 11, 14, 16, 18. So not as good as Tamar's though. Let's see. Tony has clammy. So that'll be 1L, 1M, 1Y. So Tony's got 5, 9, 10, 13, 16. So still close to the 19. We're all getting similar scores here, which is pretty cool. Who have we got next? Next was me. Woohoo! I actually beat some people for a change. So I had maximising with my English spelling for extra points. I think the fair thing to do, David, is to kind of say your Z counts as an S there. I think that'll be the fairest way to do it anyway. So that's what I've got from my maximising. So we've got 5, 9, 13, 15, 17. So I haven't done great with that. And still haven't beat Tama. Tama, that means you've beaten or equalled 3 or more. So you're going to get bonus 3 points as well. So who's next? We've got Andy with mixing, so that's the MX and the G. So that would be 10, 12 points for you, Andy. David maximises, so we said we were going to give you the S there, and I think that's the only letters. Yeah, so that's 5, 9, 13, 15 for you, David, and Adam had culling, so we've got C, L, L and G, so that's 5, 8, 10, 12 for you, Adam. Okay, so let's see. So I think, yeah, and it happens sometimes. You do just blank on ones. And Adam, I agree. It is a really hard game. The solo mode, you pretty much have to get 20 points every round to be able to beat, and that is so difficult to do. It depends who you're playing with regards to the difficulty, unless you're doing that solo mode, because 20 points every time is really difficult to do. I mean, sometimes the letters just work for it, and other times, yeah, it's so hard. So let's see what we got this time. We got a W out, a D out, a B, and the final letter is a P. So let's see, 60 seconds on the clock, and I am drawing a blank. Okay, I've got to write something down, so I'll go with that. Oh, I do actually have more time. Never mind, I'm going to go with that. So, let's see. That's my word. By the looks of it, I've not done it well. Yes, and that's the time. So, let's see. Has everyone given their words? I think everyone has. So David was the fastest. If you've not given a word, do just quickly put it down if you want to. Yeah, so David with backwards is going to be our score to beat. So we've got B. Backwards is really good, by the way. Nicely done. I was really struggling on that one, but I mean, I struggle on them all. But everyone else seemed to be struggling as well. Andy, the countdown clock puts me on edge. Yeah, I think it kind of adds to the atmosphere, though. I quite like it. So we've got 5, 9, 10, 14, 17, 20. Okay, so backwards leaves us with 20 to beat. So that's going to be tough. So David gave us 20 to beat. Let's see who else we got. Fuzzy Bear has broadsword. Very nice. So we keep the B. We lose that. Oh, so basically it's just 3 points less than David's. Nice word, but not that great on the score. So that would be 17. Fuzzy Bear saying the version with the silent P at the front. I don't think I know that one. I think I might have to challenge that. Erskine, we've got bespectacled. Oh, very nice. So B, S, P, C, and the D. So that's 10, 14, 17, 20. So unfortunately, really nice word, but just not quite enough to beat David's word. Tama had wins. Nice little word there. not a bad score for a short word. We got 9, 12 points for that. And that means, David, you have done better than or equal to 3 people. So this round you'll be getting bonus 3 points. And who else is up next? Oh, it's me with powders. So, not bad, I suppose. We've got 5, 9, 10, 14, 17. Not as good as some of you guys, but 17 is not too bad. Adam's saying, are there limits on how big a word you can use? No, as big as you want. It's absolutely, you can use any letters you want, but only the ones here are going to score. Each letter in your word can only score against 1 card as well, and each card can only be scored once. So that was my powders. Andy has upgrades. So that would be 10, 14, 17 for Andy too. So again, not managing to beat, no one's managed to beat David yet with his backwards. We've got final one from Adam, bumpers. So not a bad word. We've got 10, 13, 15 for Adam. So that leaves us with our final round, which should work out nicely on the timing for end of people's lunch breaks or whatever. So it's an hour kind of live play. And let's see, we got another L, another D, so any more Ds go away. A V, so any more specials are going to go away too. And our final one is an N, so 60 seconds. What can we come up with? Okay, got one. I'm going to be quickest. No. That's not even right. You put it into the chat. Still got 20 seconds to go, so anyone's still out there working on it, there's still some time. I think Adam's just gone for the longest word he could think of, whether or not the letters are there, but that may work out. The thing is, you can't use the same word more than once, so you're going to start to struggle if you're just using long words like that. And I think, yeah, we're out of time, so let's take a look at the chat. And our fastest was Andy with undervalued. Very nice. So N, the D, where are we? V, L, and the D. So this is going to be a tough one to beat. So that's 11, 19, 21. 21 to beat for undervalued from Andy. So Andy's to beat. Okay, and then after Andy we had Adam's anti-disestablishmentarianism. So that uses a N, uses the D. Actually, yes, it does use the D. Uses the B. And I think that's it. There's a lot to go through, but I think they're the only ones. Correct me if you can see any more, guys. So Adam has 12 points, Adam. So see, using the longest word. Oh, there should also... Oh, yes, the L should be in there as well. Thanks, guys. So that makes it 5, 9, 13, 16. So it just shows longest word isn't always the best. Sorry, the camera's gone out of focus. There we go. It's gone back in focus. So 16 for Adam there. So long isn't necessarily the best. You've got to have the right letters. And then we've got David with developed. It was more for the fun, says Adam. Yeah, I mean, it can be, can't it? Developed. So D-V, L, P, and D. And yeah, so that's 6, 10, 14, 17, 19. So still not as good as Andy's, David, but definitely a good go. I think you could have got another 5 points if you'd done with developing. Would have been another 3 points because you would have lost a D but gained an N. So that would have been good if you'd done developing. You would have then, I think, beaten Andy's score, but another time. Then I didn't get that good anyway. So Erskine has invalidated. Oh, very nice, very nice indeed. So that's all of those. So that's 11, 19, 21. Just not enough to beat Andy. So you're equal to Andy. So Andy, you've got equal or more than 4 other players, and you're the fastest. So you get a bonus 4 points. So well done, Andy, on that. Oh, and David has then done an asterisk developing. So what do we think, guys? Do we want to let him have that or not? Yeah, so he added a second word, but I think we did say only the first words are going to score. So you kind of need to think about it and be sure of it, but I think other people are saying to allow it. So I can't remember what I said your score was. I think it was 19, wasn't it? And you would have got 3 more, which would put you to 22, which would have beaten Adams. So you'd also gain a bonus 3 points for beating the fastest score. And who else have we got left? Oh, we've missed me. We've vandalised. So V, N, D, L, and D again. So not too bad from me. So that's 11, 19, 21. So equal to Andy. So I'm pleased with that. No prizes at stake, let it count. Yeah, why not? I don't see why not. It's no need being overly competitive about these things, is there? And then Fuzzy Bear had undeveloped. So got D, P, and D. So, oh, this is a nice one. 11, 19, 22, 24. So well done, Fuzzy Bear. That is very good. 24, and you would have got the bonus for being far better than the fastest player, which would be a bonus 3 points. So very nicely done. And then Miha has Wimbledon. Okay. So that would be 5, 9, 13, 16, 18, 19. So a nice score. I think, yeah, Erskine's asking about proper names. No, proper nouns like names, anything basically that would be capitalised in the official rules is not allowed. But obviously we're not being hugely competitive here. So yeah, that's the game. So then the idea is you'll look at all your words from all the different rounds. You'll ignore the scores that were the 2 lowest. So I'd ignore the 13 there. And one of these 17s. And then you add up the rest and any bonuses. So even words you're ignoring the score of, you still count the bonuses for. So Did your plus? I've not been noting everyone's scores. I kind of assumed everyone was noting their own scores, Andy. But you should have got the +4 still, if that's what you mean. You still did get equal to or more than 3 other players. So let's see, what's my score? So I've got 40, 59, 69, 76, 96, 97. So 97 plus 2 points on bonuses. So I have a score of 99. I'm not too unhappy about that. What about other people? How have other people done? Yeah, so I'm pleased with 99. I hope you guys are pleased with your scores. And more importantly, I hope you've kind of enjoyed the game. So Adam got 91. Nice. The rules kind of say 100 is a good score. I tend to be happy if I get over 90, to be honest. I'm not very good at this. But yeah, so that's cool. Tamar says, I like this game. Who makes it? It is Formal Ferret Games, which is that logo there. So the designer is Jill Hover. The other game they've done is The Networks. It should be available most places now. I think I picked it up in the UK here. It was only £15. Great value, a fantastic fun word game. I think the problem for me with a lot of word games, if you play like Scrabble, that whoever's the smartest is going to win. But it has such an environment of, it's very thinky, very heavy feeling word game. And I like Bananagrams as a word game because that's very quick and easy. But this has a bit of that heaviness, but because of the time limit factor, it kind of brings it back and makes it like a really fun word game for me to play. And my wife loves word games. She plays Scrabble loads and stuff, so it's great for me to be able to find a word game I like to be able to play with her. And it's good that we can play it on here as well. So, Fuzzy Bear has said he ended up with 150 score points. Come on, Fuzzy Bear, that's not cool. Andy got 91 as well. Oh no, I already did Andy's, didn't I? Adam says, Shane joined late so he didn't keep track. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, sometimes it's fun to just play along and get the score, get the best word you can and not really worry about the scores so much. I mean, I'm not a hugely competitive gamer though, so maybe that's why I feel that way. Fuzzy Bear says, joking, I only answered 2. Yeah. And he says, that's a fun game. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that you've all kind of come and joined us. It's kind of at our hour now, so we'll be kind of finishing in a moment. But just going through the remainder of the chat here. Adam just wanted to join in. Perfectly understand. It's good fun to just do that, really. I mean, I like when I'm watching playthroughs and stuff, even though there's no interaction there whatsoever, I'll be sat there going, oh, that's not the move I would have made and stuff. So it's perfectly fine to just kind of join in and do that. So Tama got 79 but missed 2 rounds. So yeah, I mean, that's perfectly understandable, isn't it? You're going to have the whole dropping 2 just kind of helps bring it back if you have just 1 or 2 bad rounds. But obviously if you miss 2 bad rounds, it kind of defeats the object of that. So, it looks like we've got David is going to be our winner with 101. Congratulations, David. That's a really nice score. As I say, that would win in the solo game. So, Eskin's saying, yeah, Jill Hover is the designer, and he's a really great designer. Networks is great as well. I've not actually had a chance to play the Networks, unfortunately, but it does look really good. I've watched playthroughs, and I'm really interested in it. It looks good, but it's just so many games, I haven't got round to it. Erskine says, there's a Twitter at Wordsy bot which generates letters every so often so you can play along. That's pretty cool. I was not aware of that. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Erskine. David's off to work. Got to catch a train. Thanks for joining us, David. And Andy, can I play this on my board game stats? I don't really know. It's kind of up to you. It's a variant, but it's still the game. Yeah, it's whatever your personal feelings are on it, really, I would say. I don't keep track of my plays at all, so I wouldn't know anyway. Tara says, thanks, this was a fun idea. What's next? I think next week I'm thinking going to go for concept. So concept is like charades but with pictures. Obviously it will just be me giving clues the whole time, or could maybe send people pictures. Yeah, no, I think it would have to be me doing the clues all the time. But yeah, I think it would be pretty cool. Virus TV, hi. Unfortunately, we're going to be leaving soon. We're just kind of trailing off here. We've done playing the game. Andy's asked, what else do you have lined up for Game Club Live? So we probably will do like Codenames, which we did last week again at some point. I don't think it's going to be, we'll only ever play the games once, because I don't think there are that many that will work for Games Club. But I think there definitely will. As I say, concept will be doing. I'm trying to think. Pandemic, I think, could work in an hour, but it might be a bit tight, especially kind of doing it by committee, which would be the idea. We just have a board there. We'll all work together, kind of just going, what do you think we should do? Discussion for each of the actions, and then revealing the cards type thing. I was thinking that could work. I don't know. Number 9, that's one I thought. But obviously, number 9, you're going to have a copy of the game at home to be able to play along with. That's the only kind of shame about that one. So that might put people a bit off that week. But you don't have to play every week. The idea is that people can come along, they can play if they want, they don't have to play. And yeah, it's just to be having some fun with you guys on a Wednesday afternoon, because midweek sucks, frankly. And it's good for me to actually talk to people and interact with people, because I don't do a lot of that. So I think that'll do. Andy's saying concept caused our group to have a stand-up argument. Wow. Okay. How? I know it's one of these ones that people are always like, how could you not see that? Why are you not seeing that? But a stand-up argument? Wow, that's impressive. Okay, well, I think we're going to call time on Game Club for this week. I do thank you all who have come and joined and played with us, and also thank anyone who's watching after the fact. And as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.